All right, everyone. I've got a game for you tonight, a little bit of a grudge match. Helix Fallen versus Helix Housewives. We're going to kick it right into picks and bans. It is just me today, so bear with me, please. My name's Double A, and I'll be doing pretty much everything tonight, so hopefully I can do these teams justice. So just waiting for the bans here. We do have both these teams coming from the same organization, Helix. Pretty cool organization. They've been around for quite a while now in the Animosity server, so it's fun to have them around and fun to always see them play together. Like we are going to get those first bans out. We're going to see an Odin ban immediately. Pretty decent ban, something you don't see as often, but still respectable in its own right. On the other side, we're going to see that RDO ban. Again, something you don't see very often, but probably targeting that solo lane. RDO can go support, but not as often as you see her in solo lane. Fenrir as well, going to get banned. Super Strong has been on the receiving end of some nerfs recently, so a little less strong, but still something that's super annoying to play against, so I completely understand that ban from Helix Housewives. Yes, they are. Thank you for notifying me. The name's in the wrong position. Fix that for you guys. They're never in the order, I guess, so that's my bad. But anyway, Helix Fallen now on the left. That is correct. Looking still towards these bans. Looks like a Thoth ban as well. Super strong right now, so nothing too surprising. That's going to be something you don't want to play against. You know, doing so much damage right now and being a kind of a burst meta, it's definitely something you would want to avoid. So I completely understand that ban. Kalina as well going to get banned. She's decently strong, but nothing too crazy. Really annoying to play against. Being able to go into that wall and just kind of poke out people, of course, is going to be something that you want to avoid. So another respectable ban, I would say. Bastet as well. Going to get banned out here. Really good god. Again, has been nerfed a little bit, but still really strong. So I do think that's a good choice from Helix Housewives. And we're going to have a Zeus pick immediately, which is really interesting. Zeus is still decently good. I don't think it's overpowered by any means, but I do think it's not something you'd see first picked, that's for sure. But I'm excited. You know, if Helix Fallen can pull this off, Zeus is stronger than he used to be, so it's going to be fun to see him into this game here. Looks like a Gilgamesh and a Soul lock-in for Helix Housewives. Both pretty strong characters. Soul, of course, being able to do that damage. Kind of a mage ADC, so could be seeing her going into the dual lane. We'll have to see about that. Gilgamesh as well. Probably going to be jungle. You do see him go into the soul lane as well, but I'd be surprised to see him there. Pele as well, going to get locked in for Helix Fallen. Another kind of iffy pick. We've been seeing it a lot lately in the league, so it's been pretty fun to see for sure. As well as Horus. That's going to be fun as well. A little bit of a warrior. Usually he's going to be going into that support role, so maybe seeing him over there. Kind of an aggressive pick, so that kind of fits with the comp so far in my mind. So a good pickup for Helix Fallen. Pele as well. Does some pretty decent damage. More of usually kind of can be hybrid, but I would usually see her probably auto attacking. Can be ability based though too. Yeah, once again, it is only me tonight, so bear with me. I don't claim to be the best player in the world, so if I say something wrong, go ahead and correct me. But I just ask you to be nice about it. Looks like a Nike lock-in, another pretty decent god. Nothing that's too crazy. Used to be really strong, still is strong. So definitely a good pickup in my mind. Hopefully we see the solo laner for Helix Housewives do well on that. Now we go into the second picks and bans. It's like Medusa's going to be banned out here for Helix Housewives. Really strong right now. Pretty easy, just kind of damage god. So getting that off the field is, of course, a smart idea. Looks like Izanami on the other side. Another kind of just shredding god for sure. Being able to take down a tower really fast. It's definitely going to be a smart ban. And we're going to finish bans for Helix Housewives with an Achilles. Something that's pretty strong in the solo lane. That execution can definitely be something you don't want to deal with. So it's good to get him out of there. As well as looks like that final ban is going to be Atlas. When's the last time you've seen Atlas last until the last ban? But definitely smart to get him out of the way as well. Now going into the picks for, or the final picks, I should say. We are going to see the Morrigan over there for the Housewives. Something that can be played around in a million ways, can transform into anything. So I think that's a smart pickup for sure. Waiting on these next pickups. They're going to be Charybdis. Waiting on the second one. Charybdis, we've been seeing her a lot lately. Was played quite a bit in Midgard, but seeing her here in Jotunheim is definitely something that'll be fun to see. Looks like Sobek's going to get picked up for Helix Fallen. I'm a Sobek guy. I know I love hitting those plucks and getting it done when you can throw somebody into your team and just mosh pit them to death. I think that's always going to be a fun time. I hope to see some spicy plucks, but waiting on that last pick. There we go. It's going to be Khepri. Pick up for Helix Housewives. Another god that I really like. So seeing him here is going to be pretty fun. You know, that ultimate's going to be great to use. You know, being able to revive somebody is going to be super beneficial. And, you know, the Morrigan here can transform into that Khepri as well. So should be fun to see. But I think with that, we're going to go ahead and throw it to a Be Right Back. And I'll get you right into the first game here. Here we go, guys. Alrighty, gonna go ahead and get right into this first game. Again, just me, but I'll try to do the cast justice. I'm usually chair one, so I'm pretty comfortable being here. But so bear with me if I say anything that's a little, well, just frankly untrue. But anyway, we are gonna see Charybdis and Horus over here. I'm excited to see this Horus. You know, it could have been potentially Horus solo as well, and Harmonic's gonna grab that Sobek instead. So it's going to be fun to see him over there. He's going to go with that Vamp Shroud, which is pretty standard on someone like Sobek over in the solo lane. But both these teams coming from Helix, this should be a good one. Helix Fallen struggling a little bit so far this season, but they've been getting better for sure. They do have some new pickups here in Chaos 2 Knight. And I believe Harmonics as well, but don't quote me on that one. A little bit of fighting over here already. Charybdis knocked down to about half health. So that should be the end of that. Khepri maybe looking to push up, but we did see a relic pop immediately from that Horus, so looking to really get that pressure. Didn't pan out for him too well yet, but he's going to dash in onto this Soul, looking to still get some aggressiveness out here in the dual lane, and Soul's going to get knocked down to about half health, and now they have the pressure. Exactly what Helix Fallen wanted. Like over in mid lane, Zeus going to be down a level. But nothing too crazy yet. Again, I'm loving this Zeus pickup. I'm hoping it works out here for Helix Fallen. You know, really cool god. You know, doesn't have a great getaway, but can do some crazy damage numbers, so it should be fun to see. Horus over here in dual lane going to get grabbed and shredded down to about half health. He'll have to pop a few health potions here. Pele going to rotate over, and so's Gilgamesh. This could be a big team fight. Horus going to dash in on Soul. They're looking to kill his Soul. Pele shredding her down. She's going to be in her dash. She's under tower. Can she get out? Well, we're going to see Gilgamesh shred down Tempest, knocking out Helix Fallen's ADC. And now Horus is on the run. Pele as well. Khepri doesn't have his grab up yet, but he's still going to chase. Horus just trying to get Pele out of here and doing a good job so far. Blink in from Gilgamesh, though. Pele's in trouble. She is going to go down. A double kill for Gilgamesh. Horus, though, is going to get stunned. And this should be the end. And that's 3 kills for the Helix Housewives. What a rotation. And that is a great job from Helix Housewives. They're going to rotate over there, and we saw Gilgamesh just come out of nowhere from behind and absolutely obliterate the Charybdis. She couldn't do anything about it, and then stepped in with that, uses Blink as well to secure that third and final kill. Or, I'm sorry, second kill. But Nike over here fighting this Sobek, not having a good time so far, down to about 2 bars of health. Sobek not going to have a whole lot of early pressure here. Just looking to clear his wave if he can. And, you know, that's kind of what you get for playing a Guardian over here in solo lane. You aren't going to, you know, have that damage that you want to kill lane as much. But Nike doing a decent job so far, applying that pressure. Sobek just going to push her back towards his tower. She'll jump out. Good job from Sobek so far. He's going to be a little low on mana. Go ahead and check in over in dual lane. We're going to see both dual laners for Helix Fallen are down a level. But they are not out of this whatsoever. Looking for that purple buff, but they've already been taking. Gilgamesh heading this way. They're going to head towards mid lane, or the Oracle's over there, I should say, instead. Because I'm by myself, if anyone wants to ask me any questions about anything, you want to talk about the league, I'll talk about the league too. But, you know, anything to talk about, go ahead and let me know. Over here in the dual lane, Nike down to about half health again. Drops a few abilities right on Sobek. He'll go ahead and pop those potions. Looks like Horus going to jump in onto Khepri. He's going to get knocked up, going to grab him right back. And there's that relic popped again. Can Charybdis capitalize on this? She's going to try just clear wave as fast as possible, working out for her so far. But Horus taking a bunch of damage, trying to get to the soul. He's going to go in, dash, but here's Gilgamesh. This is not good once again. And Gilgamesh going to grab another kill. We're going to see Tempest just try to get out of here to the best of her ability, but Gilgamesh right on top of her again. And that's another double kill. Great job from Gilgamesh, 4-0-1 right now. Crazy plays from Helix Housewives and their jungler. Looks like some fighting over here on the other side of the map, though. Look at that Soul utilizing what she's playing right now. Gonna just shred this tower completely down. We're gonna see that go down immediately. 5 minutes into this match. Zeus ultimate gonna come out here. Khepri gonna get a grab, but he's taking a bunch of damage as Pele's gonna rotate here in the mid lane. We are gonna see, or there's the ultimate. Brian Hayes is gonna grab that kill and kick rocks. It didn't pan out for him as Pele tried to do that. Zeus gonna come back out of that out of this, but he's gonna go down as Chaos 2 Knight gonna go down to Brian Hayes, picking up his double kill after transforming into Zeus himself. Both Zeus ults there, of course, confusing me as always. This down a level here in the dual lane. Horus down 2 levels. Does Gilgamesh probably not want to take a fight? He's going to dash in though. Looks to maybe get a heal, but here's an entire Helix Housewives team. He's going to knock them up, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to go down in a rampage for Gilgamesh as he's doing a great job so far in this match. Ping's all the way out right now. I can't tell. I believe that's for Fallen pinging those out. Fallen not having a great start so far. They are looking to make that comeback. They're going to be down a decent amount right now. Go ahead and check out the numbers. Being down about 4K in gold and almost 4K in XP as well. But doing a good job there. Zeus going to do a bunch of damage. Pele on the other side of the map here. Sobek's trying to assist him, but Gilgamesh all going to come out and another kill. Gilgamesh just being absolutely crazy right now, picking up another kill. He's going to be 6-0. I mean, nobody can stop this Gilgamesh right now, and they can't fight him because he's so big. Horus over here going to support his Sobek. Chaos 2 Knight trying to grab that red buff. He will get it. Khepri tries to steal with that tick damage. Doesn't work out this time. looking here at builds, we're going to see mannequins come out for Soul as pretty in Ring of Hecate, so that's going to be some lifesteal on top of that tick damage from the mannequin, so should be interesting. We've seen her work it so far, trying to destroy those towers, so definitely a decent pickup so far, proving it works out. Doesn't have a kill so far, but does have those 3 assists helping out in the duel lane. And it looks like we are going to have a pause here as well. See, looks like from NB, so Nighthawk. So I'll go ahead and throw this to a be right back, and when I get a chance to get this figured out, I will be back with this game. Thanks, guys. All right, kicking it right back into this game. The only thing you missed is we did see Helix Housewives grab that Gold Fury. No opposition from Helix Fallen whatsoever. So nothing too crazy to get that DC figured out. But Helix Fallen not doing an amazing job of grabbing those objectives so far. They can't pressure anything because they are down here so far in this game, but shouldn't be insurmountable by any means. If they can get a good team fight here, they can capitalize on grabbing some of these objectives and getting that gold lead back into their hands. Kick Rock's going to potentially rotate. He's not going to go to the blue buff, though. Going to grab these Harpies instead. Sobek's going to try to secure his blue, but Nike's going to steal that away from him. And he's going to be down 2 levels, which is unfortunate, but trying to do as much damage as he can right now over here in the solo lane. Horus in the mid lane, trying to put some pressure on the Morrigan, but pretty hard with that Khepri here, doing a good job pushing him back. Zeus going to have to retreat under tower as well. Zeus doing a good job of keeping levels. He's going to get stunned, though, from Khepri. Nighthawk on the other side of the map going to grab a kill as well, but Morrigan looking to grab this kill. And looks like Gilgamesh going to come from behind, grab another kill, and another, why not? As, going to see Tiny grab a whole bunch of kills. I mean, he's 8-0. This is his match right now. He's got most of the kills for his team. Not to say that his team hasn't been participating, but he just kind of appears out of nowhere. He comes right behind the team fight, and he's going to do it again. Here he is. He's going to show up looking to ambush this Sobek, going to kick him against the wall. Khepri going to get a grab, and there's no hope for this Sobek right now. He's going to try to get away, and he will go down. Fire Giant is up now too, so it has to be in consideration, but pretty rough match so far for Helix Fallen. Both these guys, I'm sure, know each other well, so it is fun to see them here. Khepri participating on 11 out of the 13 kills as well. Can't overlook that. Doing a good job. He's been rotating more, obviously, and has been, looks like he went into that Sovereignty first because of that Horus, I would assume. So, smart play on his part. Horus doing a good job of trying to apply this pressure. Just hasn't been working out, and he needs a little bit of help, I think, over here in these team fights. Share some farm now, trying to get everybody's levels back up. Looks like Khepri's gonna go ahead and stun Zeus, just because he can. But gets his blue this time. Good to see. Zeus, though, gonna have to fight over here in the mid lane. Khepri pushing up. He'll drop that third ability right down on him, but here we're going to see Soul show up. Zeus taking a bunch of damage. Gilgamesh, oh no, he's going to grab another kill. Now Horus is stunned. Are they going to dive tower? They are. Soul's ultimate going to come out. Khepri grab as well, and another kill. This is a great game for Gilgamesh right now, and Pele's just going to go ahead and just try to defend. As we're going to see him get pushed back. Good play from Nike, keeping Pele out of here. She's going to use her ultimate just to get out. Sobek is going to dash out as well. And because there is an entire team here in the mid lane. And now I believe they're going to start heading towards this Fire Giant potentially. I hope they have the levels. But if Morgan can transform into Soul as well, I mean, they'll be able to shred pretty much anything. Charybdis going to split push, though. Over on the other side of the map, I think, unless you're just going to die to tower. I hope that wasn't a DC, but we are going to see Charybdis go down on the other side of the map. Maybe you're thinking that they're coming to rotate to grab a kill as well. But some calm finally. We are going to see Pele potentially going into, I believe that goes into Soul Eater, I want to say. Yeah, it is going to go into Lifesteal, so I'm going to say that's going to be a Soul Eater potentially pick up for Pele. Maybe get some Lifesteal online as well. Speaking of Lifesteal, Soul going to grab the Typhon's Fangs. We talked about that earlier, and I think that'll definitely pay off with the survivability and team fights. So definitely something that's a great pickup for NB. Shadow Steel Shuriken right off the bat for Tempest. An interesting build, but you do like to see it. You know, hopefully he can get it online enough and get it working for him. Another pause here. Hopefully not for too long. Go ahead and entertain you guys for a few moments. If it takes a little too long, I'll send it to a break. But Nike building into Breastplate of Valor. Oh, there is the DC there from Tempest. So hopefully that didn't play into that tower, the tower kill onto Tempest. At least, you know, Helix Housewives didn't grab that kill. But both these Soul Laners are going to grab that Breastplate of Valor. Something that's pretty good right now, in my opinion. Definitely a smart pickup. Runeforged Hammer for Nike. So definitely something that's got great stats right now. It's a great pickup. So hopefully Nike can utilize that as well. Both Mage is going to go into that anti-heal with the Divine Ruin. So definitely what you want to see, especially from Zeus with this Soul over here with all that lifesteal. Not a crazy amount of lifesteal on the other side, but a Divine Ruin is just a good item. Both supports getting that Thebes up. It did take Khepri a little bit longer just because he did build that Sovereignty first, but he does have those protections up now, so it should help him out in the long run. Then we're going to see Gilgamesh grab a Jotun's Wrath and a Crusher. So looking to do some damage. That's what he's been doing so far. Looks like we're back into the game. And as we're back, I guess Pauses and Gold Fury are just interchangeable for Helix Housewives as they're going to go ahead and grab this Oni Fury. Looks like anyone's going to be there. Tilted Old Man making his way, but not going to be fast enough to put up anything against that. Going to start heading towards this left side tower, looking to drop this tier 2 potentially. They're going to fight as well as Horus going to try to engage, but he's going to get stunned and pulled back. Zeus doing a bunch of damage though, and he's going to transform into a Zeus, and oh no! Gramick is going to grab that kill. Horus just barely making it out alive, as well as a great Khepri ult from Helix Housewives from Gramick. Charybdis going to push up here as well, looking to grab kill or two for herself. She's going to chomp down right in Soul. She's going to go into her dash, and they're still going to chase. Gilgamesh, though, making his way over here, looking to wreak some havoc as he has all game. Going to cut off Charybdis, and that's not good. Bede's going to get dropped, but the slow's going to come out, and the ultimate, and that'll be another kill, 12-0. Doing a great job so far. But Pele's the only one here for Helix Fallen to defend this tier 2 tower. She's going to back up. Definitely the smarter play here. Just going to wait for her team to get back up and over here to defend against the wave that's pushing down here. I think she will. They will back off, reset. Sobek, though, going to fight with Nike over here in the solo lane. Up 3 levels is Nike. Pushing him back, being annoying. Sobek over here. Sobek's fun in the solo lane. I think he's okay. I don't think he's amazing. But definitely something that can do well. I mean, it does, getting a pluck in team fights is definitely what is super beneficial about him. His ultimate as well, CC immunity, is good. He's gonna get knocked up Whoa, I can't speak. He's gonna get knocked up over here as Soul and Khepri gonna rotate. They're gonna dive tower. Khepri didn't even hesitate diving tower. They're gonna grab him. Now Horus rotating in, gonna grab that heal, but now he's caught in the middle as well. Sobek is gonna go down. Now Horus, the only one here, he's gonna ult as he's going to try to get out of here. He will. Great use of that ultimate just to get out of there after he tried to save his companion in Sobek, but Harmonix couldn't make his way out of there in time. And now we're going to see Helix Housewives making their way towards this Fire Giant. They're going to start it and shredding it pretty well. Doing a lot of damage, and nobody's over here from Helix Fallen. They can't. They're too down in this game. And now they're going to be down even more. Helix Housewives with Fire Giant. This is going to be pretty tough from Fallen here. They're going to have a big defense as you know, they're just down in this game in every way. They're going to march down this right lane, the solo lane. Sobek, if he can get a pluck here into something right into his team, it could be super beneficial, but we're going to see a team fight over here. Gilgamesh, though, taking a bunch of damage. It's not going the way they want. Chaos 2 Knight grabbing the first kill. Kickrock's going to grab the second kill for Helix Fallen. We're going to see that Kepriel come out, and it will get popped after Zeus takes too much damage. Nighthawk, though, going to capitalize, grabbing Kickrocks. He's going to go down. That Relic did get popped as well. But, hey, they pushed them back. The Phoenix only took minimal damage. Helix Fallen brought back to life with that incredible defense against Helix Housewives. But, yeah, great defense. We're going to see Pyromancer go down, I would assume, to the Housewives, and they will. Charybdis pushed up a little too far when she'll use her dash. Of course, a great getaway tool. Horus will heal her up as well. Then I got your back. But now both these teams going to go ahead and farm up as much as they can. Phoenixes are relatively healthy, so there is still potentially a lot of life in this match. Go ahead and look at these damage charts. Yeah, it's pretty rough so far. Just been kind of a snowball completely as that line hasn't come up too far. You can see it came up a little bit, I think, when that defense happened, but wasn't enough to affect the graph too much. Damage-wise, Zeus laying out those numbers. Chaos 2 Knight being a good pickup so far for Helix Fallen. Really showing what he can do. Zeus, obviously, like I said, not the greatest pick. Used to be really good, but still pretty decent, of course. Great damage numbers, and he's doing a good job so far. Over here, I believe he has a history, and again, don't quote me on this, but I feel like I remember seeing that he has a history in Joust, so I wonder if he picked that up from there. If not, please correct me. Helix Fallen if you are in chat. But looks like Helix Housewives are preparing the left side of the map here, potentially going to run down either mid lane or this left side. They're grabbing all the farm in the jungle right now. Gilgamesh lurking a little bit. He's going to grab maybe it was a ward over there. Now here we go. They're going to come into this Phoenix. Kepri going to pop one of his relics. He's going to get a stun on Zeus. He's in trouble now. He's taking a bunch of damage from Nike, just absolutely harassing him, but he's going to fight right back. Brian Hayes is going to grab a kill as well. Zeus is going to get away just barely, but not the same story for Kickrocks. He will go down. Charybdis going to hit an ultimate, but Zeus as well as the Morgan transforms into him. Kepri, though, great stun from Kepri and the tick damage. He will go down. Gramick, what a great play from him. And now they're going to start approaching this Titan. Zeus taking a bunch of damage as well. Sobek just doing his best to defend. He'll go back into his fountain, and the poor Titan's going to be taking a bunch of damage, but Zeus laying down the numbers right now, and he's going to do a great defense. Harmonix picking up a kill. Here comes the Horus ultimate as well. He's going to jump down right behind them. Chaos 2 Knight grabbing 2 kills, a double kill, triple kill in that entire fight. Doing a good job, but Kepri's in trouble as well. Chaos 2 Knight picking up another. Will he grab one more? He will, and that's a quadra from Chaos 2 Knight. What a great play from him, keeping his team in this game right now. Wow. And what a pickup for Helix Fallen. They're thinking to themselves right now that paid off as Zeus reviving Helix Fallen once again. 5 out of the 7 kills for his team right now. Quadra kill in that defense. Wow, what a play. And Zeus, I talked about the Zeus first first pick, and how, you know, it was pretty odd, not as you know, useful anymore. But wow, is he proving me wrong after that defense? What a great job from him. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and grab as much farmer that they can here, and doing a good job. And at these builds once more, we're gonna see Capri looking to boost Soul even more. We're gonna go into that. I forget the name. Thank you, Shoguns, to get those auto attacks up even more, get them out faster. So she is gonna go into some attack speed herself and that lifesteal. I feel like you don't see that build as much on Soul, but you know, definitely still deadly. I mean, still very potent in its own right. And we're going to see he's going to go the Relic Dagger and into that Belted Berserker. So that's going to be even more increased damage and attack speed. So deadly combination for sure. We're just going to go in that Atalanta's bow. Hopefully going to help her out here. Capri, though, is going to approach as Fire Giant is going to get started, and it's almost down, but Chaos 2 Knight's going to come in, and they get the Fire Giant! What a great steal! Nighthawk, though, going to make Tempest pay, and Tilted Old Man, but they're looking to come in here. Zeus still really healthy. Sobek going to be underneath a few members of Helix Housewives. He's looking, Morgan is his target. Chaos 2 Knight, another kill! What a great showing from him right now. He's going to get knocked up as Nike's going to jump in, but Chaos 2 Knight going to grab another kill. Says, get out of here, but no. Oh no, Winions on their Titan. They need to be careful. Somebody's got to back. The pings come out. Be careful. Sobek's going to show up, but will it be enough in time? That's a lot of minions. But what a great job. Now 8 kills for Chaos 2 Knight. Really putting on quite a Zeus how-to right now. And that'll be it for the action so far, but Helix Fallen doing a great job. Housewives as well. A little caught off guard doing that Fire Giant after a Zeus ultimate comes in there and steals it, I believe is what happened. So what a great job from Fallen to get in there and really do what was needed. I mean, they had some great defense, but you know, you need some offense, and they got it. This over here as Capri is just lurking. She's going to use her dash just to be safe. We'll take a look at his build. He's going to Karen's coin. Pendulum as well, getting that cooldown. And just some ability, or I'm sorry, items to do some great damage, and it's been working out for him. Really a fight between Gilgamesh and Zeus right now, both kind of helping their teams. I won't say carrying, but definitely doing a great job. Gilgamesh going to drop his ultimate on the Oni Fury. That'll secure it. Horus pushes up, but definitely not going to want to engage into the 4 members of Helix Housewives. Only a few people level 20 right now. We're going to see Gilgamesh, the 2 mid laners for both teams. And again, all the Phoenixes are up. This left Phoenix is being nursed by Helix Fallen right now. Just looking to get it as healthy as possible for the next wave of Helix Housewives that comes down a lane. We'll go ahead and grab some more farm as well. Harmonic's doing a pretty good job. I mean, the stat line shows it for sure. Been assisting and participating in almost every kill in this match, so definitely what you want to see. Go ahead and bring up these numbers one more time. Why not? Look at Zeus. It now has the most in the match. 26,000 player damage. That's insane. And now, yeah, let's take a look at this graph as well. And now it's starting to bump back up towards that blue side. Hopefully Helix Fallen can utilize that. They are down still quite a bit. I mean, they don't have the advantage right now, that's for sure. But they definitely are in it. Go ahead and get ready for this Phoenix defense. Looks like they are going to target this left Phoenix, as Helix Housewives is going to group up over here. All 5 members of, well, that's not, I guess Housewives has all 5 members. Helix Fallen has 4. Pele is going to clear some minions on the right. Morgan and Gilgamesh deciding which way they want to go, either this left Phoenix or middle. I think Gilgamesh will clear that mid lane. Nike going to jump in here, but taking a bunch of damage. Decides that's not a smart idea and jumps right back out. They're still just approaching, looking to clear a wave. Gilgamesh going to push down this right side tower instead. They're going to try to split up Helix Fallen. Definitely a smart idea. Morgan as well going to start heading towards this mid lane. Going to clear that wave. As Sobek maybe looking to jump in on her. Horus looking to pressure a little bit. He is pretty under-leveled, so it's going to be kind of hard to start that fight. But in the mid lane, we are going to see some action a little bit here. Sobek just going to start defending that, where his Zeus ultimate is going to come out and shred a little bit of Housewives, but not going to be enough to start a fight yet until Nike jumps right in, and now Horus is going to have to get out of that. But what a great ultimate from Charybdis, going to keep them out of this. They're looking to still drop this Phoenix. It's not down yet. They're defending really well. Everyone from Housewives is really low. Horus going to jump in, but he's going to bite off more than he can chew. Nighthawk going to grab him, and we see that lifesteal coming in handy as well. Zeus now, but this is going to be the Morgan as Zeus. Going to jump in here, drop an ultimate. Sobek taking a bunch of damage. He'll have to jump back towards his fountain. They're going to jump in on the real Zeus, and he's got to get out of here. Just trying to get out. It won't be enough. Gilgamesh going to grab that kill. And Gilgamesh does have that ultimate on him from Khepri as well. And down goes Kick Rocks. And this is big time trouble for Helix Fallen, as there's only Harmonics up for them. And now they're going to start attacking this Phoenix. They are a little low, but I don't think they're low enough to be stopped by a Sobek. Sobek's going to try his best. His beads are going to get popped. He's going to knock him off. Trying to kill that Gilgamesh won't be enough. And looks like the Phoenix will the Titan will finally go down, as Helix Housewives going to grab that first game. And what a great job on their part. And whew, what a game. We did see Helix Fallen come back a little bit there in the late game. It was a good showing from them. At least they didn't go down without a fight. And we did see the overwhelming force of the Housewives was too much, as they are going to end up taking this game one. We'll go ahead and show you some numbers here before we hop into my version of the desk. Well, I'm by myself. Sorry, you have to listen to my voice once again. Looking at that player damage, it's going to be all Gilgamesh doesn't even have that much player damage, honestly. Just really capitalizing there on the ganks, especially in that early game. But Nighthawk going to top his team for player damage, as well as Chaos 2 Knight. I mean, what a showing from him. Really just trying to get his team back in that game. Did a pretty decent job in trying to pump his team back up, but it wasn't enough this time. Would like to see some maybe higher damage numbers from some of his teammates, but that early game was pretty rough, and they were just trying to bring that back in the late game. Go ahead and throw it to the desk screen, because this is basically my version of the desk right now. Let me change that score. There we go. Housewives did win that first game, but yeah, what a great showing. I think Bria Hayes did a decent job here on the Morgan, utilized changing into that Zeus multiple times, really kind of put a havoc onto the other team. Gramick, honestly, a great showing. He was 3-1 in 22. What a great showing for support. He was involved in almost everything, and he had some great grabs, some awesome stuns as well, or roots, I should say, off of his third ability. And of course, that Gilgamesh. I mean, what else is there to say when you're 14-3-6? I mean, every time there was a team fight, he appeared behind Helix Fallen. I mean, it was just so unfortunate for them. Great pathing from Gilgamesh and Tiny, I believe is how you say his name. But Nexiel doing a decent job. Harmonics doing a decent job as well. I mean, the stat line over in solo was pretty even. Player damage as well. We do see 2,000 more player damage from Nexiel. Nothing too crazy, but the mitigation as well, really close. 1,000 between the two. So what a great game. I think it was a rough showing for Helix Fallen in the start, but they really brought it back, and I think if they can continue that and get Chaos 2 Knight on another pick that he likes, or even the Zeus once again, although I'm sure it's banned out, they could be in the second game. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that these guys can pull it back and really come back into the second game here. But with that, I'll go ahead and throw it to a break, and we'll get the second game set up for you guys. And hopefully we can see these teams having another great showing. We'll be right back. All right, everyone. We are back with game 2. Helix Housewives are going to take the first game against their companions over there on the Helix Fallen. So looking into these bans for the second game. Nothing yet, but great game from both teams, like I said. We'll have a Fenrir ban. Still a really good guy right now, just like last game. Something that has been on the receiving end of some nerfs. I believe they've already happened. But if they didn't, but I know they were coming at least. But definitely a decent ban. I mean, I hate playing against a Fenrir support. I mean, it's just been super annoying. So I think that's definitely something that's going to be a smart ban. RDO ban going to come out once again. Something that they really don't want being played. I think that's definitely going to be a smart ban. But not something you see very often. I mean, she used to be really good as well. A few metas ago now. It feels like forever ago almost. But over in the soul lane, you definitely don't want to see her being played too much. Gilgamesh ban. That's going to be in response to the awesome game that Tyne. I'm going to say that's how you say it. It's Tyne. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure. But in response to the great game that he had, I believe had 14 kills in that game. So getting him off of that is definitely going to be smart on the part of Helix Fallen. Well, as we're going to see that Bastet ban, somebody else that is going to get some nerfs soon, I believe, as well. But definitely, or I think she did receive them now. But still something that's really strong. So good to see her banned out as well. You're going to see that Odin ban again. They don't want Nexiel playing that Odin. I think he's proved himself in the past on it. So it's going to be a respect bans towards him. And speaking of respect bans, there's the Zeus ban against Helix Fallen. They don't want him playing that. And now we're waiting on these picks. I'm excited to see these picks for these teams. First picking Zeus last game paid off. I mean, it did well for them. Normally you wouldn't see it as often anymore, but looks like we are going to see Kleena. So Kick Rock's going to be on Kleena. Hopefully do a good job there. Waiting for these other picks as well, but Helix Fallen, like I said, Chaos 2 Knight, great pickup so far. Harmonix, like I said, doing a great job as well. Both these pickups looking pretty strong so far. Medusa gonna get locked in over here for Helix Housewives. Again, something that's going to be doing a bunch of damage. Pretty simple god, just there to deal the numbers, the CC immunity on the ult. If you can utilize that, it's going to be great for the Housewives. So for sure, something that's going to be fun to watch over there in the dual lane. Now, Bacchus pickup. I love to see that. Gravik will be on the Bacchus. It's going to be fun to see him. It's a god in the soul, or I'm sorry, not solo lane, in support. In the dual lane, that is something that just deals so much damage. And can peel decently well. It's not like a crazy peel, but the damage numbers, and he's really good right now, being played quite a bit. So that'll be fun to see Gramick over there. Looks like Thoth, however you want to say it. I'm going to say Thoth. Going to get picked up, something that's also really strong. So a great pickup for Helix Housewives. Gab as well, going to get locked in there. Of course, a great pickup. Something with that CC immunity that can do really well. For sure is going to be something that we can hopefully see Tilted Old Man utilize correctly. And if he can get those shields on his team, it can definitely save them in a team fight or even a gank. Syl is going to get picked up as well. Another god. I mean, Helix Housewives just going for that burst damage. They want as much damage as possible, so Scylla's a great pickup for that. Now I believe, yeah, we are going to be heading into this ban phase. See if we see any more respect bans for either team. Reb just going to get banned out. I believe, yeah, that was played by Tempest, so that is going to be a respect ban. Not something we saw do a crazy amount of kills or anything last match, but still a respect ban in and of itself there. Waiting for the rest of these bans as well. Not an Odin ban. Odin has already been banned. Fix that. Kali ban, I should say. Kali, some you don't want to see in the jungle. Definitely something that you don't want to fight against, especially in the late game. I mean, if she gets built up, it's definitely going to be something that you don't want to face one-on-one. Last ban for Housewives is going to be that Apollo. That ultimate for sure is something that's really annoying to play against. You can just rotate around the map as he pleases and get out really well as well. Daji going to get banned to Beads Burner. Definitely annoying to play against as well. So getting rid of her is a smart idea. Now we wait to see who gets picked up for these last couple picks. Healy's going to get locked in and banned out last game, so it should be exciting to see what they can do this time on Achilles. I believe we're just going to wait for solo laner and an ADC for Helix Fallen. Sun Wukong going to get picked up. Definitely a really safe god, I think, of Harmonix. He did well last game, so seeing him on an even safer god should be pretty interesting. If he can make sure he uses that correctly and has that getaway so he can dive a little bit more, should be fun to see him on that god as well. Now, he's a Nami locked in as well, going to be able to shred those towers. Maybe looking to get her support to help her out. We have seen that Frenzy popped last match, so hopefully seeing it in this match as well. If there's any time to do it, it's when you have an Izanami. That's for sure. And looks like finally we're going to have that Athena pick up as well. Speaking of global ults, there it is. So it looks like somebody's going the solo lane. It's either going to be this Athena or this Bacchus. So either way, it's going to be fun. A Bacchus. I'm going to assume the Bacchus is going to be solo. So we'll see how it works out. But with that, I'll go ahead and throw this to a quick break and get into game 2 here. Thanks, guys. All right. Second game for you guys here. I do have to apologize right off the bat. I didn't even realize Achilles got picked up as well, so it's not going to be Bacchus solo. Of course, it's going to be Bacchus jungle. Hopefully, it should be fun in this match. I know a few people who like to play Bacchus jungle, especially J254, I'll call him, as that's his old name. But should be fun to see what Tyne can do with this after a great showing last match. Gavin Izanami, though, what a great god comp for Helix Fallen in this matchup. This is definitely how to make AA lose your voice simulator. But I'm still having a good time here. Alrighty, heading into the lane. Are we going to see a Relic Pop? Nah, Meditation picked up from both supports. It's pretty interesting. I've been going Shell myself, but maybe I'm wrong. As well as Thoth going to grab that Sands of Time instead of Conduit Gem. Conduit Gem going to go to Scylla, and I think that's pretty standard. But Izanami doing a good job of shredding Athena right now. Geb going to knock out both members of Helix Fallen, or Helix Housewives, I should say. Both Helix. But over here in the solo, some action as both solo laners are really low. Junglers both finishing their little pass, starting to head towards the solo lane. Could get interesting. Sun Wukong just going to hide under tower. Leo going to head over here as well. There's a dash in from her. Didn't hit it this time, but Achilles going to get stuck. What a great grab from Sun Wukong, and he is going to drop an ability, but it's not going to be enough to kill, and they can't tower dive at level 3, so they're going to back off. Achilles getting away this time. Theo going to help Sun Wukong clear that lane. Over here in duo as well, we're going to see Helix Housewives with a slight advantage. They're going to grab this side Harpy, and as Geb and Izanami rotate over. Little knockout from Geb. Athena gonna come in here, get a taunt off. Medusa dashes in. They want this kill. There's a dash from Athena, and they're really pushing for it. Can they get this kill in time? But Athena's got to back off. Be careful. Izanami hurts. Some action in the mid lane as well. Thoth gonna drop as much damage as he can right on the jungle Bacchus. He's gonna have to be forced to back. Cleo over here as well, looking to assist her friend. Harmonix looking to steal this blue buff, and looks like he will. That'll help him get up in this lane. Athena gonna dash in. Is the taunt gonna come out? Not yet. Looking to maybe force something. There's the taunt. What a great taunt. Medusa gonna jump in. What a great play by Gramic. The perfect time taunt and a great dash from Medusa. And there's not a lot you can do there besides pop your beads, which were down. But what a great job. Athena going to look to steal this now. Geb rotating over, but that's a mistake. Medusa's going to make him pay dearly for it as he's going to take a bunch of damage. Now he's got to defend this lane alone for a few seconds. Chaos Tonight, great showing last match on another more meta god, but definitely something that can deal out some crazy numbers as well. And across the lane, of course, is Scylla, and that's what she does with her Crush and I'm a Monster ultimate ability. Bacchus jungle is going to be great. Looks like he did go that Bumba's dagger. I'm wondering what he's going to go into as his first item, but it'll be fun to see what he builds and how much damage he can actually get out of it. But Helix Fallen, they're going to be down here a kill and some gold, but they're doing a decent job so far in getting that pressure. Thoth does have a level advantage, just barely half a level right now against Scylla, as well as over in the solo lane. We've seen Harmonix up a tiny bit. So a little different than last match. Chaos Tonight taking a bunch of damage. Tyne is going to grab that kill as Cleo going to rotate over, but it's not going to be fast enough. What a knockup from Bacchus, and they're still going to die with, going to drop her auto attack on top of Cleo, but that won't be enough. She'll get out, but just barely. Cutting it close once again as Helix Fallen. Sun Wukong and Achilles going to clash over here. Nothing too crazy. Sun Wukong's always fun to see. Goes kind of in and out of meta depending on Bluestone is pretty good on him, so Bluestone is going to be that pickup for Harmonix. Izanami going to grab that side Harpy, but Medusa's going to dash in. Looks to get a little more, but can't reach. Izanami going to get out of there. Geb's rolling out, going to knock Scylla back under tower, says, you get into safety. You need it. As Athena going to fight both members of Helix Fallen here in the mid lane. Rotation here, red lane, gonna grab that farm. A Bluestone for Achilles as well. Again, don't claim. Soul is probably my worst lane, but I don't think that's meta. Could be. But definitely an interesting pickup for sure. Both supports gonna go with that Sentinel's Embrace. Definitely smart. We're gonna see Gramic once again going that Sovereignty first, instead of grabbing those stacks. But his team is going to be up over in the duo lane, so no harm, no foul so far. Sun Wukong and Achilles, tanky as ever over here. Don't really have to worry about them. Scylla is down a level though. Hasn't died yet, but has that assist. Whereas Chaos Tonight, nothing so far for kill or an assist, but he does have the level advantage right now. And Thoth being able to outclear just a little bit better than Scylla so far in this game. Bacchus lurking. We've seen Tyne once again looking to maybe get behind some members of Helix Fallen. Tempest, though, is in trouble over here. Athena going to make it even worse. She's going to dash in. The beads come out, but the taunt hasn't come out yet. And he's going to wait out the taunt. Another great play by Gramick as he just outweighted the beads. And that dash in really played to it. And what a great job. Geb's going to rotate over, but it's a little too late. Chaos Tonight going to grab a kill. Little action over in the mid lane we missed. But Achilles still going to grab a kill onto him, but he's not going to get enough damage off yet. Athena, does she have the taunt? She doesn't need it. She's going to drop that third ability right on top of him and do as much damage as possible, enough to kill. And down goes Chaos Tonight once again, but not before grabbing his first kill for his team. But Bacchus Jungle paying off so far. Tyne doing a good job in this match, 2-0-1. Only died a few times in the set so far, but speaking of dying, Geb going to drop his ultimate, but he's going to get completely surrounded by Helix Housewives. He will go down. Izanami as well, taking too much, and B going to make him pay. Both teams converging over here in the jungle by this red buff. Sun Wukong gonna deal some decent poke damage to Medusa, but that'll be all. No Gold Fury started yet either. See Cleo and Geb rotating to this dual lane. Blink in from Cleo, but she doesn't get anything on it. And immediately a taunt and a Medusa ult, and that's too much damage. Gramick, though, going to grab the kill. Now Geb's in trouble. The dash in. Izanami's here, though. Hello. She's going to drop her ultimate right on top of Medusa. Medusa low on mana, but she might not even need it to secure a kill at this point. They are going to back off. Helix Housewives backing off over here in the dual lane. 8 minutes in. Let's check the numbers. 4K gold difference, 5K XP difference, and all red for the top three for player damage, and that's to be expected so far in this match. Helix Fallen does need to stop the bleeding, but this isn't going to help. Here comes a Scylla ultimate. It will hit. Bria Hayes grabbing that kill. Thoth, though, making him pay. A little 1-for-1 here in the mid lane. Chaos Tonight doing a great job there, and he's really the key to his team so far in this set. If he does well, you know, it really brings Helix Fallen some pressure. Cleo going to hide in this wall, just looking to harass the Athena. Going to scream right in her ear, but that won't be too much damage. Cleo took a lot of damage from the wall. She's got to be careful. She was hiding in there.
The fire giant has arrived.
It's like a rotation to this purple buff. Poor Izanami doesn't know what's about to hit her. She's going to dash out. Athena not able to get that. They're going to tower dive, though. They want this kill. Blink in from Bacchus, and that's a lot of damage. His ultimate is going to come out, and his belch, and it will end up killing. Geb rotating over, but it's too late once again. Couldn't get that shield off in time. Here comes Thoth, though. Look, grabs, nice stun, and he's trying to do as much damage to Athena as possible, but it won't be enough. Geb going to get a knock-up onto Athena as well. Looking to fight over here by this red buff. Scylla's here, looking for a crush. Won't hit anybody this time. Excuse me, as Thoth going to drop some more abilities. Looking to poke from a distance. Geb ultimate comes out onto the Scylla. And here comes the Athena ult as well. Nighthawk going to grab that kill onto Geb, as well as Cleo hiding here, looking to steal this red. She will get it. Good job. Thoth ultimate comes out, but doesn't hit anybody. Instead, Medusa going to hit him with an ultimate, and a taunt from Athena as well is just going to drop Tempest immediately as he got taunted right into 3 members of Helix Housewives. Scylla ultimate going to come out, not going to hit. Thoth, though, going to drop some decent damage. Looking to get a kill on Scylla, won't get it. And Cleo is going to hide in her tower now, looking to protect her teammate. And woo! As finally that sequence ends. But some life from Helix Fallen. They did go down a few times there, but they did drop Some decent numbers knocking Helix Housewives down to some low health. They just need to be able to kill. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and ward out my pal Medusa over here, going to back. Izanami is down quite a few levels, 6-0 on the Medusa. And that's exactly what you want to see. NB showing that he's premier ADC in this division so far. Geb, I don't know what he's doing, just hanging out over here. He's going to go ahead and look for that purple. It does look like it's up. Over here in the mid lane, there's some action, and there down goes Chaos. Unite takes too much damage from that Scylla Crush. Athena just whittling away on Cleo, and it's too much damage. Geb rotating a little too late, but he's going to drop an ultimate, and that's some decent damage and a stun on 2 members of Helix Housewives, but he'll pay for it. That's a lot of damage from a Scylla Crush, especially one that's 4 levels up. It's going to be difficult to play against. But so far, we've been seeing a decent job from both teams. Helix Housewives with that pressure right now. They're going to try to drop this Gold Fury, and they will. Athena gonna ult just for the heck of it. Looks like Anne gets caught behind that wall. Her buddy leaves her behind. But they're looking to dive this tier 2 tower. They want a siege now. As Gab's just looking to defend. And Thoth will help him out. In those numbers right now, Athena gets a taunt off, but Priya Hayes gonna do so much damage, and down goes Chaos Unite. MB grabbing a kill. Tiny, or not Tiny, Tying gonna grab that kill as well. Cleo jumps in, but there's a mosh pit here in mid lane, and he'll go down. Little voice crack on my part. Sorry about that. Sun Wukong, the only one up for his team. They're heading towards this Fire Giant, I would assume. They're just going to grab the Pyromancer, and they're going to go ahead and start that. Helix Housewives is going to do that. Pyromancer going to get absolutely shredded with every member of Helix Housewives, minus Scylla over here. But Bacchus, 0-4-7. Been a participant on a lot of the kills here. And definitely doing the damage that we expected. He's going to go right into that Divine Ruin as well as the Polynomicon. So looking to take advantage of those auto attacks, I assume on the knockup and the ultimate. Exiel has his blue buff. Is a little low, but he's going to go to lane anyways. Not too scared right now. Going to clear wave, and I would assume back. Geb starts that camp, but he's going to be met with an Athena as Chaos Unite looking to drop some abilities onto her as she's going to start poking at Geb. Some pressure here in the mid lane. We have 3 members of Helix Housewives over here. As well as now Helix Fallen going to join them with 3. Same build from both mid laners right now. The only difference being when they bought the items. And the starter, of course. Tsunami going to head over here towards this tier 2 towers. Medusa is looking to clear wave and siege. Bacchus coming behind. Tyne once again looking to get behind his opponents. He's going to jump in here. Doesn't get anybody this time, but the ultimate's going to come out. Geb does a nice job to protect his teammate. And Chaos Unite grabbing a double kill with his ultimate. Speaking of ultimates, here comes Medusa, or Izanami's ultimate onto Medusa. Both still looking to do more damage. And looks like Helix Fallen going to push back after they tried, Helix Housewives tried to get that tier 2 tower. Kicking rocks, jumping in there, doing some great damage. Drops an ultimate good hit on Medusa. He's got to be careful facing that Athena as well, but his team's here to back him up as they're fighting over here. Geb blocking as many autos as he can right now. Thoth's going to jump in here. The key part of his team right now. Has all the kills for Helix Fallen. Did a great job last match too, so probably the win con for Helix Fallen in my mind right now. If they can get Thoth up in this game. Medusa maybe get a little greedy, gonna start that camp, but Geb gonna jump in on her, gets a knock up. Knocks Athena backwards. Again, gonna get that taunt off. They're focusing this Izanami as much as possible, but Thoth gonna pressure them out as well. Here comes the ultimate already, right on cooldown. Not gonna hit this time though. As they're gonna have to back up. Here comes the Scylla rotation. I don't know if they're the pigs are coming out. I would assume they're aware, but Cleo is over there and she's gonna pay for it. Look at that damage, and down goes Kick Rocks. Excuse me. Medusa, an ultimate, but Scylla ultimate's gonna come out, get us a triple kill in this fight. What a great job, and now Tempest is in trouble as well, as Bacchus gonna finish her off. And now they're gonna go ahead and take this tower. As there's no opposition, everyone on the field is dead except for Sun Wukong, who's on the other side of the map. They're gonna try to grab this Phoenix as well. Gonna start shredding it pretty well. Sun Wukong gonna show up, but not get too close. I know I wouldn't touch that team with a 10-foot pole right now. They're up in this match. Cleo over here looking to defend, gonna drop her ultimate. Does hit Scylla, but not as much damage as she was hoping for. Is gonna get that slow out. Stun on Bacchus as well from Thoth, as he's doing a good amount of damage. Here comes the ultimate. Doesn't hit anybody this time. Cleo looking to pressure, does miss that dash. Achilles though pretty low health. There's the ultimate from Cleo, won't, or does hit I should say. Achilles gonna dash out with his ultimate, recognizing that he's in danger. And now once again Helix pressure, or Helix fallen, putting on the pressure, as I can't speak. But you know, not down in this game at all. I mean, they are down stat wise, but pushing back I should say. Looking at the numbers, the only blue in damage is going to be Chaos 2 Knight. I know I've said his name quite a few times, but he deserves it, really helping out his team right now. Both over 10k for gold and XP difference towards Helix Housewives. So definitely the game's in their favor. But I'm not counting anyone out. We've seen last game that defense is definitely one of Fallen's strong suits. So we'll make sure to keep an eye on what they can do here in this match. Scylla, now if you look at the stat line, is going to be tied with kills for Medusa. Hit a triple kill over here in the last fight. Sun Wukong's over here. He's pretty pushed up. He's got to be careful of the rotation, but he is a Sun Wukong, so he's able to get out of there pretty easily. Still rotating it over here. Thoth is present. Does have that ultimate up as well. Everyone's got their ultimate up, so next team fight should be exciting. Fire Giant is going to start. Speaking of ultimates, there's Sun Wukong. We're going to jump in, but Fire Giant just getting absolutely shredded. He's going to jump in right into this Helix Housewives team. Scylla ultimate and Medusa ultimate coming out. Can they get it? Helix Fallen going to steal once again, as they are going to grab that kill. Harmony's going to go down, but what a steal from Chaos 2 Knight. Hits the ultimate. He's out. He doesn't want to be a part of that whatsoever. Kick Rocks. Got to be careful, but he'll get out just fine with that lengthy dash of Cleo. But what a steal. I believe last match it was the Zeus as well, so Chaos 2 Knight has that timing down right now and is keeping Helix Fallen in this game. We're going to see Housewives instead going to go for sieging these tier 1 towers over in right lane. They'll grab that. Helix Housewives, kind of upper middle of the pack team for Jotunheim. Showing off what they can do right now here in this match. Ramek once again participating on every kill but 4. So, doing a great job. We've seen those Athena taunts come out and has really helped out his team, especially when he holds them off until the last moment. Still going to go into the rod upgrade. I believe that's Calamitous. I'm gonna pretend that's how you say that. Looking to do even more damage than she already is. Kev's gonna come all the way over here just to grab that green buff. He wants it, and it will help him out. So they do a Fire Giant. We'll have to see what they can do with it, if they can do anything at all other than a defense. Gonna defend this left lane. It's looking like as everyone's gonna meet over here. Knock up from Geb. Both hitting that level 17 mark, but that's just the lowest level, excuse me, here on Helix Housewives. And they're going to start sieging this left Phoenix as well as the middle Phoenix. Athena taking a bunch of damage for that, though. Bacchus going to dive here into this tier 2 tower with Achilles. Drops his ultimate, and now she's in range. Doesn't even need the Achilles ultimate. Instead, Tyne going to grab that kill. The other side, they're still defending left tower. Scylla taking a bunch of damage. Bacchus hiding in the jungle. Be careful, he's a Nami. He's there. Geb's up all alone. He's got to be careful. He is going to go down. NB grabbing that kill. And now, once again, they're going to start sieging this left Phoenix. They haven't dropped it yet. Props to Helix Fallen so far, but finally it is going to go down. Bacchus with Frenzy popped. Down go the beads for Izanami, and that'll cause a taunt. And what a great taunt. Tyne gonna grab that kill, but doing a bunch of damage is Chaos 2 Knight and Sun Wukong Harmonics. Over here, he's gonna jump in onto the team. Good ultimate from Cleo as well. She's in that range. Grammet gonna grab that kill. Achilles really low. Harmonics grabbing his first kill of the game. And look at Chaos 2 Knight just dropping the numbers right now, trying to defend it against this Helix Housewives team. But Tyne jumps in and drops his ultimate, and that's all it takes for Harmonics to go down. And now Geb here on the other side. He goes to grab the kill. Good shot from Tilted Old Man, but he will go down, unfortunately. And what a bloodbath over here as the Phoenix goes down here at left lane. As only 3 members and both teams are up. Izanami just getting up now for Helix Fallen. But a great team fight. Helix Fallen pushing back. Now they do have to be careful. They're going to be on the defending once again. At least one would assume. Now that Phoenix is down. At these builds so far, we're going to see Silver Branch come out for both ADCs. Pretty fun to see. Medusa 10-0-7 right now. Nighthawk really showing us what he's got. Gramic as well doing a great job. I mean, everybody on this Housewives team doing a good job. Even Nexiel doesn't have a kill, but 11 assists. Has really been participating in the team fights. On the other side, though, Helix Fallen, not the greatest stat lines you want to see out from your team. I know Tilted Old Man, 1-7-3, not amazing, but it is hard to play support when your team's down, especially when you're trying to peel out your teammates. Right now, he's gonna attempt to clear this left lane, but pretty hard for Geb to clear out the minions. Looks like Fire Giant is going to get started over here for Helix Housewives. Sun Wukong is going to recognize that, I believe. No, he's not. Or if he does, he's not going to pressure. He doesn't think it's worth it right now. And down goes Fire Giant, and it's going to come down to this. I would assume they're going to start sieging a few more Phoenixes. Thoth looking to grab his red buff, but here comes Bacchus. Gotta be careful. Look at the damage out there. Does he have his ultimate? He does, and that'll be enough to finish him off, and that is not good. He's been a core part of Helix Fallen so far. They're gonna have to defend without him, as Nighthawk gonna lead the force over here, shredding down this tower. Scylla as well here doing a great job. They're gonna start pushing in. They're gonna head towards this middle Phoenix, or just go straight for the Titan. The middle Phoenix is the play. so far here. Poor Tempest gets caught between 4 members of Helix Housewives and is going to go down. And down goes the last Phoenix, and now they're going to push in onto this Titan. Sun Wukong is in his ultimate, but can it be enough? Look at all the damage coming out on the Titan. They can't stop it. It's not going to be enough. Scylla with her ultimate is going to drop it right on Titan. It's not even needed. And Helix Housewives is going to take this set in game 2 here in this match. Great job from both teams. Helix Housewives, though, going to prevail this time. Numbers over here. I'll go ahead and throw it straight to Dex. Desk, I should say. Not Dex. There we go. But great job. We did see some life from Helix Fallen once again. More in the mid and early pressure. Late game, they just got snowballed a little too hard, in my opinion. But they did push back. Obviously, the standouts it seemed to be the pickups in the recent weeks for Helix Fallen. So, it was fun to see them do well, and I'm sure that's going to be good for them heading in the next game. They build the confidence up. Obviously, not the prettiest match in the world, but there's definitely something to build off it for them. So, it'll be fun to see them going into next week. As well, on the other side, a great game from Housewives. I mean, there's not too many faults. They played it great. I think they maybe need to work on sieging those Phoenixes, but it was a great effort by Fallen as well. But Bacchus Jungle worked out as well. That was fun to see. As well as Gramick playing really well there in the support lane. Has been doing really well throughout the season, so it's been fun to see him over there. And Nighthawk, great showing in this match. 10-0-8. I mean, what else is there to say, but a great game from him. But Helix Fallen as well did steal that Fire Giant, thanks to Chaos 2 Knight. Stole one in the first game as well, so it was fun seeing him being able to drop the ultimates when needed and be able to take those objectives. But it should be fun seeing both these teams playing the rest of the season and into the playoffs, if everyone here makes it, that is. But should be fun to see them, of course. But I think with that, we'll go ahead and start heading towards this my end of stream talk. Alrighty, yeah, this should be the end of stream. I know you're probably sick of hearing my voice at this point, and I definitely need to go drink some tea or something to fix my voice to get ready to stream tomorrow. But speaking of that, we do have a stream tomorrow, a game at, I believe, 8 p.m. CST, so keep an eye out for that. As well as we do have a stream at 8 p.m. on Sunday, so sure to stick around. A fun-filled weekend for you guys from Animosity. So it'll be fun to see the few matches we've got. I believe another Jotunheim match, and I'll go ahead and check right now for what else we have for the rest of the week. But it looks like we are going to have two Jotunheim matches. So should be a good weekend for Jotunheim. We have Midgard Serpents versus Fagard tomorrow, and Royals versus Alien Tuna on Sunday. So should be good ones. So make sure you guys stick around this weekend, and I'll be happy to see you there. But with that, of course, make sure to check out the Discord, as well as these VODs will be available on YouTube. Look at the Discord for that. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. See you guys.